Hey everybody, my name is Rich, and today I'm going to show you how to grow your LinkedIn network automatically. We're going to be using a tool today called Phantom Buster. If you just head on over to phantombuster.com, they are a software API toolkit that allows you to automate a lot of your processes you would normally do online manually. Things like following and unfollowing other social profiles, which I don't personally recommend doing. However, if you subscribe to that type of strategy on social media, this is one of the tools that you would be able to use in that way. But today, what we are going to be using Phantom Buster specifically for is to get our network higher, connect with more and more people on LinkedIn, instead of spending the time individually on LinkedIn searching for people. We're gonna set it up so we're automatically doing that, so you can gain more time back in your day to do other things. Which connecting with people on LinkedIn, by the way, is very important. And if you'd like to connect with me, this is my profile. I live outside of the Detroit area in Michigan. I'm an SEO consultant, and you can search for my name right there, Rich Preeb Jr. And I run here in Valley Media. It is an SEO marketing agency. I service local small businesses and agencies in the southeastern Michigan area, and white label SEO and individual SEO projects for small businesses. Okay, so today we're going to get into Phantom Buster, and this is what the video is about. So the cool thing about Phantom Buster is that they allow you to try this for free. I'm already signed in, and I pay I think the basic membership of $30 a month. It gives you an hour a day to do these phantom runs. That's essentially you're paying $1 for an hour, because it gives you almost 30 hours every month. It averages out to be, because there's 30 days in a month. So you can try it for free for 14 days. So I would suggest doing that. It says check out Phantoms. That's where you would go, and the good thing is you don't need a credit card, and you can try it out and see how you like it. So let's get started. I do not have any Phantoms because I deleted them, because I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this yourself. So let's go to the store, and we are looking for LinkedIn. And first off, I'm going to pretend like I only have the one available Phantom like you guys do, if you want to do this for free. So I'm going to type in the LinkedIn, and we're going to look for the search exporter. So I'm going to go to down here is a Phantom called LinkedIn Search Exporter. Scrape and export the results of a LinkedIn search automatically to a Google or Excel spreadsheet or JSON file. So the reason we're going to do this is because I'm going to do a search in LinkedIn for people I want to connect with, and then export that search into this software. So you go to setup, and one of the first things you want to do is click Get Cookie from LinkedIn. Phantom Buster logs in for you on any social profile you give it access to. So one of the most important things you need to do is have a fresh cookie, or your duration time running these Phantoms will time out. So let's just press Get Cookie. It automatically pastes here. And here's the search input. This is where it gets interesting. So for me, I want to connect with digital marketers in the Detroit area. Now, I've actually already done that. So I would probably want to move to maybe the other side of the state, maybe digital marketers in Grand Rapids, just to kind of connect with some people over there. And so how you're going to do that is, it says right here under the search input, enter either a text search or a Google spreadsheet URL, or make an advanced search on LinkedIn and paste the URL you're sent to here. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go to LinkedIn to do that. I'm going to search for digital marketer Grand Rapids. Then I'm just going to press enter, and it's showing 545 results. So what I'm going to do is I take the URL that LinkedIn has for that search result. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back over to Phantom Buster, and I'm going to paste it. And that's it. That's the search input. So when the software runs, it's going to run down all these people on LinkedIn and auto ask for me to be connected with them. As you can see, I'm not connected with any of them right now. And the next step is, it says number of results that the software is going to scrape at the launch, 1,000 if empty. We are going to leave it empty in this case because, as you can see, there's only 545 results. The numbers of results to scrape per search. Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. The per launch means every time you launch this Phantom. And since this is the only time we're going to launch this Phantom, we're still going to leave it at 1,000. The number of results to scrape per search maxes out at 1,000. Like I said, the good thing is we only have 545. And I am not searching for anyone that I have first degree connections with. I want people that I do not have connections with. We are going to use the search category people. As you can see, you can use content, jobs, companies, groups, and schools. For the purposes of this video, we're going to be using people. This is the name of the file when the Phantom is done, and I'm going to put linked in Grand Rapids connections. The number of max lines of your spreadsheet to process per launch. If using a spreadsheet, all of them if empty. I'm just going to leave that at 10. It's going to give me all of the available information that this software scrapes from LinkedIn, including occupation and possibly even their about, and then their profile URL, and then their name. All right, column name of the input spreadsheet from which to get started. They'll use the first column by default. You can see right here, and that works for us. So we're going to actually, normally I would check this if I was running multiple searches, but I'm not. We're only going to be running this one search. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then here's, after you put all the information in, here are the settings. We're going to manually launch this. You can click on the 3 dots and go to advanced settings, but for this purposes, we're just going to need this once. So I click save, and notifications in case of an error or advanced, I'm actually going to do a webhook, and I'll show you guys how to set that up later. Actually, I don't have that. I take that back. I do not have my webhooks set up right now, so we'll just ignore that. Okay, so the setup is done, and now we're going to click launch, and Phantom Buster is going to scrape LinkedIn. And this will take anywhere between a few seconds to a couple minutes. And you can see right here, it is telling me that Phantom Buster has connected with my account on LinkedIn and is running the search. And it's telling you as it's running that it's getting these profiles from all the different pages. And once it's done running, it will stop the Phantom from running and then automatically set the document over here in this area. So I'm going to pause, and when this is done, I will resume and we'll go from there. Okay guys, we are back, and these Phantom just finished. It now went to inactive. The files popped up here, and you can see under the activity it says success. It started at 4:05 today, and it took a little over 5 minutes to run that. You can go here and view the log if you'd like, and what that does is it gives you the exact output. It tells you the profiles it got from what page to people already found. It'll give you any errors as well. and then it says what's saved. So we'll go back to my Phantom, and under here, under downloads, you'll see 2 files available. You can grab the CSV file, and what we're going to do is take that CSV file, and I have everything set up in Google Drive right now. So I'm going to just drag that and drop that into my Google Drive folder, and then double click, and once that populates, I'm going to open it with Google Sheets. Last time I did this, I broke Google Sheets because it had a ton of rows, like thousands and thousands. This time we only have 500. So this is what you'll see here. I'll get rid of that now. Let's go back. Let's refresh Drive, see where it is. So as you can see, it popped up right here. This is a CSV file. Now this is the Google Sheets file. And this is what you get from scraping the search results in LinkedIn for Grand Rapids digital marketer, or digital marketer Grand Rapids. All 545 people are now scraped. If I scroll all the way down, it actually only got 542. They're all second or third connections. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tidy this Excel spreadsheet up. The first column is error. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I know that they're all second or third connections, so I'm going to go and delete that as well. I actually probably don't need anything but their URL and their name. So I'm going to delete from the query, I'm going to delete category, and I'm going to delete timestamp. Now, what else? Now all their jobs, you can see they're all digital marketers, all marketing specialists. Most of them are in Kalamazoo or Greater Grand Rapids area. Some of them you can kind of see there's someone that was from the Greater Denver area, so they might have been in the Grand Rapids area and moved. But for the purposes of making the Phantom that we're going to use work well, we're going to delete those columns. And I really want to use the URL of their profile. So the profile URL really needs to be first. Then I have their first and last name. Here are all the common connections and so forth. I'm just going to get rid of all of that. So this is all we have left, is we have their first, last name, the full name, and then the URL. So I'm actually going to delete these 2 rows that have empty text above them. And now we're in a place where we can start adding these people as LinkedIn connections. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go back into Phantom Buster now that our Google Sheets is in a good place to start connecting with people. I have 5 Phantoms available to myself. However, if you're trying this for free, you will only have 1 available. So this is how you'd have to do it. You are going to delete that Phantom. Easy enough, right? Then we go back over to the store, and now we're going to use the LinkedIn Network Booster. This is the second Phantom we will use. And this is automatically sends invitations and connects to a list of LinkedIn users with a personalized message. So we're going to go ahead and click use that Phantom. Now what we're going to do is under input, as you can see, it asks for your cookie again. So we're going to press get cookie from LinkedIn. Here is the important part. The spreadsheet URL of people to invite. It says enter either a Google spreadsheet URL or a CSV URL. Now, I could have just uploaded the CSV URL as it is. I tend to like using Google Sheets better. That's a personal preference. But here's the key. It says, and you need the URL of the Google Sheets. So you have to make sure that the file is publicly available. So we're going to go back to our Google Sheets. We're going to go up here to share. As you can see, it says private only to me right now. I am going to get shareable link, and I want to make sure anyone can, actually, I'm just going to be safe and press anyone can edit, but anyone with the link can view, and that should be good enough. All I'm going to do is press copy link, done. Go back here and Control V, copy paste the spreadsheet URL. Now that is going to run through all these potential LinkedIn connections and send out an invitation to connect. Here is where the cool part happens. You can send out a generic message that is massive in quantity and at the same time authentic in scale. So you can use, down here it says use first name with hashtags on each side to insert the first name of the person you are adding in your message, which is good because in our spreadsheet we left the first name open. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And then I'm going to write my message. I'm going to say, my name is Rich. I'm looking to connect with digital marketing, with other digital marketing professionals throughout Michigan, because you remember we only scraped people's profiles that were from the Grand Rapids area. Looking forward to connect. Rich. Now that's just how I do it, and you need to remember that you are only limited to 300 characters, and so that's myself. And you can tailor your message to how you want to do it. Anyone can use this for anything, so it's really all about you. I'm just purely connecting with other digital marketers in and around Michigan, just to connect with them. Maybe networking down the line in the future. Maybe we both could have clients, or I connect with someone from an agency. There's really unlimited opportunities here. So that's my message, and that's going to go out to everyone I try to connect with. I'm just going to check the advanced settings really quick. Okay, so under advanced settings, I have left everything blank except right here under column name, from which to get profile URLs. By default, they use the first column. And as you can see, this is why I went back and edited my Excel sheet. So, my first column available was the URL column. So that's why I did that. But if you didn't, you would just have to come down here and tell them which column it was. And it happens to be A. So that's why I did that. Right here it says number of invites per launch. Now this means the amount of invites that Phantom Buster is going to send out during every launch of this Phantom. And they max out at 10. I am going to go ahead and name the CSV file because it gives you a new CSV file of LinkedIn Connects. It does every time. So LinkedIn Grand Rapids Connects successful. Now we're going to press save. And settings. So this is where it gets interesting. You can use a repeated or manual setting. This is where you want to go to show advanced settings. And under launch, you want to go to repeatedly advanced. This is broken down into military time, hours of day, and minutes. Since it is LinkedIn, you do not want to use... since this is LinkedIn, you do not want to use the weekend. So we are getting rid of the weekends here. So Saturday and Sunday, I get rid of. And every day of the week I'm going to set, because I don't know what days are weekend days and what days are weekdays. So Monday through Friday, we're going to have this run. And I know, based off of just firsthand knowledge, that most people are on LinkedIn only during the work hours. So I'm going to set the hours. I'm going to set it up to run every few hours. So I'm going to do 9, I'm going to do noon, and I'm going to do, let's say, 2. So there's a couple hours spaced out in between them. And I would probably, and these are the minutes, so 9, let's say 15. So, and let's say 9:45, just to keep it kind of even. So now the settings that I have set up is this LinkedIn Phantom will run at 9:15, 9:45, 12:15, 12:45, 2:15, and 2:45 every weekday. So that's how you set up the Phantom to automatically run multiple times a day throughout the week. Down here to folder management, and that's all you have to do, by the way. This is done. You can tweak your own settings. You could probably add another hour if you want to do kind of like after hours, maybe like 7 p.m. or like early, like 6 a.m. So when people wake up, they see the new Connect. You could do whatever you'd like to do. I like connecting during the day while people are potentially active, around noontime, once in the morning and once before the end of the shift. So I don't do anything with limits because I'm not scaling this. I'm just doing this very methodically. Under folder management, I always just mix new and old, but based on what I'm doing, I don't need to do anything else. And like I said, we're not running this. I'm not scaling this, scraping and connecting at huge scale, so we're not going to need any proxies. So I just press. Okay, guys, last but not least is the notifications section. Now, I have used Slack integration to notify myself in case of an error or something else that is going on that is not, means that Phantom Buster is not working. And so I've done that on my Slack webhook. Now this is a new setup, so I don't have it set up here. That's what I would suggest you guys set that up, and maybe I'll run another video on just how to do the webhooks, because it's actually kind of complicated. But you can use email right now. I don't usually prefer email, but I would suggest you do some type of notification setting. You want to know if it's finished successfully, or mainly if you have a launch or finished with error. You'll also probably want to know when the time limit's reached. You can be the judge to set that up. So once we do that, we can press save, and this is what it looks like. Now it's not going to launch automatically, because if you remember down here under launch, it's going to launch at these times. So it's going to launch at 2:45, and it's already 4:30, 4:40 today where I'm at. So it won't launch until tomorrow morning. Now I can just launch this just to see if it gets started, and it will literally run for me. And that's it, guys. That is how you boost your network on LinkedIn using Phantom Buster as an option. If you guys liked the video, that'd be great if you gave it a like, shared it with others. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn, and that's where I am. That's who I am, Rich Preeb. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Have a good day.